Everything here is completely overgrown and looks rather run down. I wonder if Morangi still really lives here.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there? Help me!
What are you doing down there?
They locked me in down here. Please help me and get me out of here.
Sure. But how?
And also
No
why?
idea. Think of something. But I've sprained my ankle and I'm not 30 anymore.
Okay.
So don't just throw me a rope. I never managed to be able to climb one back when I was in school.
Is there a ladder here somewhere?
I'm afraid not. But there's a door down here that I can't open.
There's a door.
Maybe you can find a way to open it from the outside.
Okay.
Sure, no problem. How can I get to that door?
You're going to laugh, but I have no idea.
And that makes sense.
I've
You've been
never
thrown
been
down
here
there.
before, and I have no idea how to get to the well from the castle.
Wait, do you actually
There
live
must
here?
be a secret passage or something like that somewhere.
You're
Ooh.
Ken Morangi, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Lord Morangi.
Lord Morangi.
Why?
If you live here, you should know your way around here, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I
Well, I
mean,
always thought that too.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Thanks a lot.
can we sort of talk to you to get some basic information?
Lord Morangi,
Yes?
can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
As soon as you get me out of here,
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so I guess we have to save the man first.
The injured Morangi is sitting down there, waiting for me to finally free him from his prison.
Does he wish to have some salt water? I guess not. Can we give him some stuff? Can we eat down the rocks? Make him go bye-bye?
I probably have to be a knight of the round table to pull the sword from the stone.
I mean, you can give it a go, man.
I'll give it a try. Maybe I was King Arthur in a previous life.
Right. Oh my god.
That surprises me a little bit.
Okay, so we have a sword.
Centuries stuck in stone don't seem to have had any effect on the blade. It is still sharp, and there's not a spot of rust on it.
Max, can we sort of be real for a minute? You managed to pull it out with one hand, with very little effort. I sort of doubt that it was in that stone for centuries. Not gonna lie.
It almost looks as if the chimney has a helmet on.
Can we eat the stone at the thing? No. That seemed obvious. That seemed obvious in my head.
An old and already slightly moldy window shutter.
Can we open it? He's gonna close it, isn't he?
Yikes.
Oh,
I
he's
only
gonna
wanted to
take
close
it.
the window shutter, and already I'm holding the whole thing in my hand. This place really needs a major overhaul.
Okay, so now we're carrying around a fucking shutter.
An old and
That makes total sense. That makes absolute and total sense. Can we use it as like, I don't know, a boomerang? No? Passage, door, passage. Can we enter the door first? Oh, there's a lot to see here.
I ask myself why the chair is in the middle of the room.
It's a thinking chair, man. Look at this. It's clearly where a man sort of sits and thinks in front of his chimney. I would love a room like this. And then there's a desk. You can sort of sit there and think and then start writing and shit. Awesome.
A small stool. It seems as if this fireplace has not had a fire burning in it for a long time.
So I guess the man hasn't been thinking a lot.
The painting is of Lord William Morangi, who lived here from 1270 to 1305. What an impressive guy.
Yes, how impressive he is to sort of pose for a painting. That's such a feat. He has the sword though.
The painting...
Can we do something with the painting? It seems like we probably... Maybe the passage is behind the painting. I'm calling all bets. The passage is behind the painting.
This clock says 7:15. It has obviously stopped running. That's funny. The pendulum is still moving.
7:15, so that's... arrow that way, arrow that way. Okay, yeah. I sort of have it in my mind. It's cool. Can we break shit? I'm sort of waiting to break shit with my little stone. Staircase.
An old oil lamp. Seems to have plenty of oil in it, too.
Max is super excited. Let's grab it. A lever. That's a really strange place for a lever.
The chain moved a bit. I think I'd better release the lever again, otherwise the chandelier that's hanging from the chain will fall down.
Okay.
The chain moved a bit.
Okay, did that do anything? I mean, it sorta... I don't know, whatever. I'll figure it out.
Although the tips of the spears are very old and have already seen action, they are still pretty sharp.
Oh, there are spear tips. Can we take them? We're gonna take them all, apparently. We're gonna have to make some bow and arrows, aren't we?
Although the tips of the... Most of the books don't really interest me. But here's a book about haunted castles. It talks about Morangi's castle. It says that there's a rumor that William Morangi, who lived from 1270 to 1305, was buried without the usual customs and traditions, and they even refused to give him a funeral.
Because he's
He was entombed in a
evil.
sarcophagus wearing only a simple robe and his family's amulet.
Very evil.
They say he's been walking through the castle and seeking revenge on intruders after midnight ever since.
Yeah, how did the
Even if I
man...
don't believe in ghost stories, I should probably finish rescuing Morangi from the well before midnight.
How did the man actually fall into the well? Like, why wasn't he more clear? Like, he lives here alone. He's on an island. So you have to reach it by boat. So who the hell would come over here to push the man into the well? Not even kill him, just push him down a well. What? What?
Most of the book, it talks about he was entombed in a They say, even if I don't...
There's something about the four-leaf clover as well, apparently. But good, we're gathering shit. Let's keep going. Let's go in here first. Ooh, okay, that's a
I
tomb.
believe this is the last resting place of one of Lord Morangi's ancestors.
Is it?
The coffin is made of massive stone. No chance.
You're not gonna be able to open it, but what we can do is light our torch. So now we have a lit torch.
I'm assuming that the torch is always burning here to honor the dead.
Sure. I'm gonna assume that's useful. Is a torch not gonna go out in this weather? Are we carrying a lit torch, like underneath our parka? That makes sense. Totally makes sense.
The candle is burned down almost completely.
Do we put the thing in the thing? No. There's a lot to see here.
The statue, most probably one of the Morangis.
Yeah, that's probably the man from the painting.
The statue is massive and cannot be moved.
But it is important. No, I don't want to see the riddles. I didn't see what that was. You can sort of pause the video and get a head up.
Pictures of landscapes. If I'm correct, the scenery around the castle could have served as the setting.
I'm gonna try to do this without clues.
Typical Irish weather. Actually, one should simply stay in bed on days like
I
these.
know the feel. Winter has been hell over here.
So, what do we have here?
Can we sort of look through
These socks?
his
Long
underwear?
Nothing here that
His
I might covet
underpants?
from the owner. Oops. What's this?
What? What the hell is that?
The coin is probably worth a fortune.
Are you kidding? A random gold coin. Sure, fuck it, let's take it.
An absolute dream. I could get any woman with something like this. If only Nina were here.
We're trying to save the man, so the first thing we do, of course, is steal all his gold. That makes perfect sense.
The pictures appear to be very old. It's quite possible that the land here looked like this a couple hundred years ago. A heavy curtain. Looks like it could be made of brocade.
So what's behind it? Spooky, scary shit.
A passageway. There are a few steps down into a dark passage. It smells rather moldy. I wonder what's waiting for me down there.
I'm assuming we're gonna need a torch to go in there, but before I do, I'm gonna head into the other passage.
A real torture chamber.
Why
I think
is
something
this
like
here?
This in a museum is really amusing.
Whoa.
When I look around here and
Why is there
imagine that
still a
people really were
skeleton?
tortured to death here, I don't find it so funny anymore.
Please tell me that's a fake skeleton. Come on.
Mood decoration. I really hope that it is only decoration.
I'm assuming, yeah. I can understand that perhaps the man has a twisted sense of humor, and he sort of says, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna keep this shit around, gonna put a fake skeleton. Maybe we could sort of decorate for like Halloween. I guess that sort of makes sense.
I don't want to imagine what these used to be used for in the torture chamber.
I'm assuming they've been washed, if they've been here for like centuries. Or been used, sort of, you know, do regular plier shit.
I don't want to imagine what these used to be used for in the torture chamber.
Screaming horror games and shit. That's a very neat fireplace.
The coals are cold.
Are they now? Can we burn the shit? Beautiful.
Now the fire is extremely hot.
No shit. Fire hot. Max is such a smart man.
Ideal for people whose height to weight ratio does not correspond to today's ideal of beauty.
Yeah, like you. Come on.
I'm actually quite happy with my figure as it is at the moment.
Okay. Can we sort of get into the Iron Maiden?
It's obvious why that thing is called the Iron Maiden. The thorns are so sharp, I wouldn't touch them voluntarily either. They were probably used to chain up prisoners in earlier times.
You don't say. Can we have it? So we're starting to gather a lot of garbage again. Can we put the thing in the thing? No.
An old oil.
Can we light it?
The coals burn pretty.
Can we light the oil lamp? No. Well, fuck it. Let's go down the spooky, scary passageway. Wire. There's wire.
The small wire is hanging from the candle holder pathetically.
Sweet. Okay. More stuff to grab. I'm gonna figure out what I have to do in a minute, somehow. Some way.
I have no clue how I'm supposed to get through the bars.
Squeeze yourself through. Become slime, Max. You're already a slimy bastard,
I
so...
have no clue how I'm... There's a niche in the rock, but I can't see if there's something in it from here.
Okay, well, I actually don't know what to do. Don't have a clue. If we go back to the boat...
Please, row across the lake twice and already my arms are ready to fall off. I really should exercise more.
We can still, head into the basements and do stuff. I'm assuming we don't want to head back into the pub. The man's probably gonna be pissy. They're all
I don't
gone.
want to deprive the barkeeper of his best...
Okay, can we switch out the drinks somehow?
If I swap the cups, he'll miss his whiskey.
Okay, so there's nothing else to do here. I guess? I suppose? I don't know. Why is the cup still there? I don't have a clue. Wait, the man's gone. Does that mean we can sort of grab more bottles?
Nice collection.
No.
I pinched my...
So we need to do something here. I'm assuming we need to construct something or do something useful. Can we use the pliers on the board? Okay, so that works. Now we have a plank.
This plank is extremely long. I can't walk around with it forever.
We're gonna be fine. It's okay.
Either this is a
Can we put a plank in the vise? No. Can we put something in the vise? Anything?
I've now wedged the spear tips into the vise without mutilating my fingers. The ultimate proof that one never ceases to learn in life.
Okay.
The tips of the spears are clamped into the vise, one after the other.
I'm assuming we need to make something with these spears, but what?
I'm gonna try to saw the board into a tolerable size with the tips of the spears.
You're gonna use the spears as a saw. Really?
This plank is still very long, but now it's almost transportable.
Okay, so now we have a plank that sort of we can use. For what? Who knows? I mean, you're carrying around a fucking shutter, but the plank is too long? Really, man? I put the coin in the pliers.
I've carefully jammed the coin in the tongs. I hope it won't get damaged.
I guess I'm gonna have to melt the coin into something else. Seems like...
The flame is not hot.
Yeah. So, can we sort of go back? And we don't need to be here. I don't think so. We need to be in the torture chamber. Use the pliers on the fireplace.
I think I'd better take the coin out of the fire again. Otherwise the gold will flow into the forge.
Yeah, but what do we do with it?
The coin is red hot and it's become slightly distorted.
What do we even shape it in? I don't know. What? Why? What? I don't know what's going on. Why are we melting gold? What are we casting? What's going on? Can we... I don't know. Can we go talk to the man again? Is he gonna say anything useful?
The injured Morangi is sitting... Lord Morangi,
Yes?
can I ask you a few questions?
As soon as you get me out of here...
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, he's not gonna be any help, so... Can we put the sword on the statue?
What was that? Sounds like I accidentally triggered some kind of mechanism.
I just figured out what I'm doing. I'm probably just sorta... I had to fix whatever was in the picture, in the painting, so I put the sword down, which opens up one of the things, but he also has a shield, right? Oh my god, I'm actually figuring shit out, look at me go. So we look at the painting.
The painting is of Lord William Morangi, who lived here from 1270 to 1305.
He has a shield and a sword. Is the shutterboard gonna be enough though? I don't know. I mean, the thing can't tell the difference between quality of shields, right? It's just a thing I have to put in.
Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again.
Yeah. Beautiful. So, now what?
There's a niche in the rock, but I can't see if there's something in it from here.
Well, just walk across, you doof.
The distance to the other side is not particularly great, but to jump over the drawn-up bridge, that is something that somebody has obviously tried before.
Nah, the man didn't quite make it.
There's a niche in the rock, but I can't see if there's something in it from here.
So, how do we... Can we put a plank down? No. So, Max sort of indicates that he wants to see what's in there. But how? How do we do the thing? There's not that much to use here. I don't know what to do, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this room, because this is like the only place where I haven't really done a lot yet.
A small stool. It seems as if this fireplace has not had a fire burning in it for a long time.
There's something about this chandelier, and I don't really know what, but...
A really nice chandelier. I ask myself why the chair is in the middle of the room.
Can we start putting stuff down? Can we sort of do anything? Walk the plank. Wait, what? Are we supposed to light the fireplace and the stool at the same time? Wait, what?
It still doesn't look all that spectacular.
I'm assuming it's missing something.
Seems as if this fireplace... It still doesn't look...
Can you tell us something about the stool?
A small stool.
Yeah, no. So we put a plank on the stool. Sure. Can we put anything else on the plank, on the board, or whatever? I find it a tad insane that we actually had to cut the plank down just to get it across with the boat. I guess it sort of vaguely makes sense, but... Do we have to do something with counterweights? You don't say.
It still doesn't look all that spectacular.
I don't think it has to, buddy, but... Wait, so the chimney's connected to the one thing that you can see from the outside. There's like a thing at the top. What happens if we pull the switch now? That actually did it. Really. I still don't know what I'm doing, but that did a thing.
Most of the books don't really interest me. But here's a book about haunted castles. It talks about Morangi's castle. It says that there's a room he was entombed in.
We've seen this.
They say he's been walking through the castle, and even if
We've seen this. It's fine. Let's just... Ooh, yeah. I totally wrecked the thing as well.
the previous cover for the chimney.
Cool. I have no clue what to do with that. Like, absolutely zero clue. Can we do anything with the thing still?
Small stool.
Doesn't look like it.
I ask myself why the chair is in the middle of the room.
Can we still pull the switch now? It's sorted down permanently, so we did whatever we needed to do.
The previous cover for the chimney.
What do we do with that? Why do we have a cover for a chimney? We have like so many holders at this point. What? I'm making extremely vague amounts of progress. What do I do with the Iron Maiden?
The tip easily penetrated the gold coin.
Just a tip?
I think I'd better not imagine how it would look if I were stuck between these thorns.
So now we have a ring.
The ring is beautiful, but mainly hot. I should watch out that it doesn't become deformed again.
Okay, so we need to cool it down, I assume. Can we put it in the cup? Wet flag. Oh, that's the wet flag. Okay, so we still have the pliers?
I don't want to imagine what these used to be used for in the torture chamber.
Nah, you know. Just torturing stuff.
Very pretty. Perhaps I should give it to Nina. It'll definitely suit her.
Jesus Christ, buddy. Why do we even have a ring? Oh, what are we doing? Can we do something with the cage? Can we ply the man so to grab his bones? Can we give him the ring? Can we give him a hat made out of a chimney cover? Can we just burn the whole place down? Apparently not. I don't know what the deal is with the niche and the rock. Either. I don't know what the deal is with anything, to be completely honest. Can we combine the ring with something? Anything. No. Why do we have a ring? Why? Are we gonna marry the man? Is there any chance of just being simple and getting the chain down? No. That's not it either.
Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again.
So I put the ring on the statue. I'm assuming I probably should have known this from reading the book about him. Didn't pay close enough attention. So now we can cross, okay?
There's a small key in it.
Oh, sweet.
A small key? What is it supposed to be for?
I don't remember something being locked, so I'm gonna have a look around.
No clue how I'm supposed to get through the bars.
Are we still missing something to give to the statue? There's 2 more doors still. Holy Christ, okay. I guess step number 1 is finding where the key goes. My good sir, I don't have anything that's even remotely locked. Wait, didn't the man say there was like a locked door in there? Can we eat the key down?
Lord Morangi,
Yes?
can I ask you a few questions?
As soon as you get me out,
I'll see what I...
Okay, so I'm assuming we still need to mess about with the statue, perhaps? I don't know.
The painting is of Lord William Morangi, who lived here from 1270 to 1305. What an impressive guy.
So he has a sword and a shield. And a helmet. Am I gonna have to put the chimney cover on his face? Let's fucking go. I'm banking on it. I believe it. Yeah, he doesn't have a helmet. Zoopty.
Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again.
If I'm not mistaken, we still missed something more, but we're gonna have a look first. I'm starting to understand what's going on here. It's all about the statue. So we opened up one door. Did that give us something new? Not really.
I have no clue.
So all I gotta do now is basically what I had to do from the start, is figure out the clues to finish the statue.
Can't imagine that the lord of the castle wore a simple chain around his neck. He must be missing a pendant or something.
Right, right. I noticed that. He has like a 4-leaf clover. How do I make it? How do I make a 4-leaf clover? So the chain is gonna serve as the chain of the pendants. I would sort of vaguely assume that perhaps you make a 4-leaf clover from the wire. You sort of bend it the right way. But doesn't seem to be that easy. Henceforthingwithly, what do we do?
Most of the books don't really interest me. It talks about Morangi's castle. It says that
Is
there's
this
a
what we
rumor
need,
that William Morangi,
somehow?
who lived from 1270 to 1305, was buried without the usual customs and traditions, and they even refused to give him a funeral pyre. He was entombed in a sarcophagus wearing only a simple robe and his family's amulet. They say he's been walking through the castle and
I
seeking
know.
revenge on intruders after midnight ever since.
Of course.
Even if I don't believe in ghost stories, I should probably finish rescuing Morangi from the well before midnight.
Of course, there's only one place where the shape of the amulet is. Of course, of course, of course. No, it's not. I thought it was gonna be here. Damn it. Something about this coffin.
I'll pour lamp oil into the groove that goes once around the sarcophagus.
That makes perfect sense.
The coffin is made of massive stone. No chance.
That makes absolute sense.
I've poured lamp oil into the groove that goes all around the sarcophagus.
Right. Wait, can we burn it now?
Let's give good old Lord Morangi a well-earned cremation. Maybe the story about him being a ghost here is actually true because he wasn't given a suitable burial.
I assure you, all of this makes perfect sense in adventure game lands. Max seems so full of himself, even though he's a bit of an idiot.
What was that? Did it suddenly get really cold in here, or is it just me? Did I just imagine that, or...? The coffin is made...
So, but what was the absolute point of that? This fucking game, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to start. Oh, there's an opening there.
The opening appears to have been sealed with wax, the color of the sarcophagus. The fire melted the wax and made the opening visible.
Okay, can we put something in there? Can we sort of poke it with a wire? No, can we put the key in? Ah. Alright, let's fucking go. Hey man.
The mortal remains of Lord William Morangi.
How you doing, Willie? My man.
Excuse me, Lord Morangi. I have to save one of your descendants. And I hope that your amulet will help me.
Yeah, he got himself stuck in the well. That's how well your descendants are doing. Okay.
This won't work. I need something else that can help me to attach the amulet to the chain.
Of course.
I pulled the wire through the small eyelet of the amulet.
Yeah.
If I turn the other end of the wire into the chain, it should hold.
There we go. Look at me go. Oh, Jesus. If I figured this out from the start, it was everything to do with the statue.
Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again.
And it seems like we're finished as well.
Most
Because now we're gonna be able to go all the way through. And I'm assuming we're gonna meet up with Morangi on the other side. Or first, have some big brain puzzle thing block our way. No, this is gonna be it, isn't it? Let's see.
It appears the ceiling is caved in here.
It appears so. Can we just open the door now?
The door cannot be opened.
Of course. Can we use the wet thing? No. Can we, None of my items work. Perfect. Beautiful. Fantastic. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, so the door doesn't open. Max doesn't have the fucking lifting power. Should we sort of have him do some lifts, some curls or whatever. What? Why?
The door cannot be opened.
Yeah, listen. I tried so hard and got this far. Can we sort of give me a break? That would be fantastic. Can we sort of give me a break and actually finish this somehow?
The statue is massive and cannot be moved.
Yeah, I don't think you have to. Can we put more crap on it? Apparently not. And we're slowly running out of crap as well, so... You don't entirely say. What the fuck? There's something still here.
I don't think that the rain gutter was made for this amount of water. Anyway, it's just lying around here, in the way. 2 pieces of rain gutter from the pub that are stuck together. That means I am now already in possession of my first pieces of my own home.
Why do we have a rain gutter? Is it just another thing for the statue? Is that like one thing to still open the door? Is that it? How? Why? What are we still missing? This is not it. Well, what are we doing? What are we doing with the gutter? Sort of going through the process of elimination. We haven't used the grandfather clock, we haven't used a few things here either. And since the only thing we still have that we haven't done anything with must be the rack. This makes
is how I could separate the 2 pieces that are wedged tightly.
total sense. Oh, are we gonna use them as like... I see, as pieces of armor or something? Steel bracers or whatever. Hey man. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds like I triggered some kind of mechanism again.
This has to be it, right? This is like the final piece. There's nothing else. There can't be anything else. It's just impossible. Please tell me the door is open now. Come on. Yes! Goodness me! Oh my god, that was atrocious. That was pure point and click video game logic. Come on, man, get the fuck up.
You found a way.
I did.
Thank you very much.
Are you alright?
Took all of my
I think
2 brain
so.
cells.
But my left leg is killing me.
Wait, I'll help
Can we
you.
chop it off?
That would be nice. I could barely make it to my office on my own. You have to admit, the story you just told me sounds a little unbelievable.
I also wrecked your house
First,
throughout the process.
Vladimir's kidnapping, then a mysterious conspiracy.
Yeah.
And then men in black robes.
Will Smith was there.
And the story is so unbelievable that you can't be making it up.
That's
So you'll
usually
help
not
us?
how it works.
Little Nina is in Cuba with Manuel Perez right now?
Yes, she just sent a picture to my cell phone. I can't understand it though. Maybe you'll have better
It's a
luck.
Pokeball.
Yes. I've seen this symbol before.
You gotta catch
It's been
Mewtwo.
a long time. Vladimir contacted me out of the blue many years after our Tunguska expedition. He wrote in a mysterious letter that he had made a sensational discovery and needed my help. Several years earlier, he had examined a metallic fragment that had been found in the Tunguska region. You've probably never heard of that.
I've never heard of
fragment,
many
have
things.
you?
I'm Max.
Just in general. It has something to do with extraterrestrial material, right?
Yes, but that's only half the truth.
What do you mean?
Manuel Perez, who wrote the report with Vladimir, discovered this exact symbol engraved on the surface of the fragment.
You mean there were symbols on the fragment?
Vladimir wasn't sure since the surface was so severely damaged. During further investigation, he discovered something in the archives of the Academy of Science in Moscow. It was in a report about the research expeditions of an English scientist who apparently discovered disc-shaped artifacts made of unknown material in 1947 during an expedition. This researcher, Evans was his name, described the same material properties that Vladimir had observed on the Tunguska fragment.
Sure.
That alone was a hot lead. But as soon as he saw a sketch Evans had made, it took his breath away.
Why? Please continue.
Can we sort
The
of sit down
artifact
for
was
this?
covered with unfamiliar symbols.
Have a coffee.
One of the symbols was the same symbol that Perez and Vladimir had discovered on the Tunguska fragment.
Phew. Sounds exciting. Where did the discs come from? And where did this Evans guy find it?
That's also what Vladimir wanted to know. But he couldn't find anything.
Wasn't your
in
leg
Moscow
hurting? Why are you
about these
standing? You should be sitting.
That is why he contacted me. Vladimir had found out that Evans had died recently, and his personal notes and journals were supposed to be auctioned off.
Have some biscuits, maybe.
He asked me to get the documents for him, since he couldn't leave Russia at that time.
And did you get the documents? Where did this metal disc
Max
come
is
from?
super
I
excited.
sent Vladimir an encoded copy
What
of the
lads.
journals. I still have the originals here.
Really? Can I see them?
No.
Just a minute. They have to be here somewhere.
Man just goes, no, get the fuck out.
Could this Morangi be of help to us?
I have to say yes. Do you know about your father's expedition to China? To be more exact, to the Himalayas.
He took a lot of trips before my mother's death. It's possible that he was also in the Himalayas. Why?
I think that he was looking for something there and maybe even found it. Maybe that's also the reason he disappeared.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna send you a few things to your cell phone. You better get going right away. I'll meet you in your father's apartment.
This is all just a ruse to get into her place, sure. Didn't you bring the ring,
Nina
Max?
still isn't here. I'll give her a call and see where she is.
Probably already in
Oh,
China.
I have a voicemail message. That's probably Nina, running a little late.
This is Kansky. I really hope you're getting this message. We have to meet urgently. It's very important. I can't go into details at the moment. I think I'm being followed. I'll try to lose the guys and then go to the museum. Please hurry. I have reason to believe that you're in great danger. I have to go. Somebody's coming. I'll wait for you at the museum.
What is Kansky doing here again? I really don't want to run into him again. On the other hand, the message sounded important. What if it's a trap? I'll probably regret it, but maybe he really does have information that could help us. Nina isn't here yet, and the museum isn't that far away, so I'll just head over there.
Are we going to Evil Man again? Oh yeah.
We know where the hideout is.
Are you sure?
The information is absolutely reliable.
Very good. You must go there immediately. I'll tell Professor Charleroi that she should prepare the last phase of the project.
Evil corporate man is evil.
Okay. Once I've found it, what will happen to the girl and her friend?
Well, those two could actually be a problem. Take care of it.
Doom, 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 doom.
Oh
There's.
my god, that's Kansky!
He seems to be down.
He's dead.
I don't feel
Oh
a
my God,
pulse. He has a
myself
fucking
into.
hole in his
Kidnapping was
chest.
bad enough, but murder? I should get out of here.
Oh my goodness. Probably wouldn't be wise to meet up at the one place where everything started, and they know, you know, that's your place of work.
What's keeping Max? He should have already been here by now.
Maybe he had a more pressing
Fun, look at that guy.
How come? What do you mean?
You really don't know? Love really does make you blind.
What?
Think about it. Your father disappears. Max sits in the next office and says he didn't notice.
He had his music.
Who urged you to go home and wait for your father there?
It was Max. So what?
So what? Have you already forgotten that's where someone knocked you out?
No, but...
And then the attempt on the train. This has to have something to do with you or your father. That's clear, isn't it?
But yeah, that was like the start of the
but-
story.
Your father wasn't on board. And who knew you were on the train, other than us?
You.
I know that all sounds strange, but...
Nina, wake up. I don't know who Max is working for or what he's up to, but he's playing some kind of evil
Oh,
game.
come on, he's
and
much.
he's playing it at your expense.
He's way too much of a dumbass for
You
that.
should...
Forget Max. I know you like him, but he was only using you. If we don't go now, he'll win the game, and your father will lose.
Maybe you're right. So what do we do now?
The trail to your father leads to the Himalayas. And at least we have parts from a travel journal by this Evans. We should be able to use it to find the hidden caves of those mysterious mountain people.
And then what? That won't bring my father back.
I know, but I'm sure this strange alien artifact has something to do with your father's disappearance. I admit, we most likely won't find your father in the Himalayas, but at least we have another lead.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I'm so very tired.
I know the feel,
Do you
babe.
want to give up on your father?
No, you're right. Let's go.
Let me guilt trip you into continuing. Sure. Oh my goodness, so it's Nina alone again. We're sort of leaving Max behind with his lovelordness or something. Pretty sure the old guy is probably evil. And he very specifically wants us to go alone with him. So yeah, he's evil. He's extremely evil.
No wonder these caves are unknown. Without the exact information from Evan's report, no one would ever find their way up here.
Let's hope that you are right. We are, you know, in the border area, and I really do not want to make the acquaintance of overly nervous border patrols. I'll stay at the entrance and keep an eye out. Let me know when you have found something.
So we're a girl entirely alone in a place that nobody in the entire world would even possibly be able to find, and the only guy that knows that we're here is guarding the entrance. Yeah, this seems like the perfect setup for like a safe and responsible adventure, and I guess I'll see you guys next time to see whatever weird zany puzzles are gonna come out of it. Cheers, lads.